Hello all, this is your Professor Ian. This is a short video showing you how to use Perusal. We're going to be using this for multiple discussions every week. This is a no-cost course. You don't need to buy a textbook. Everything you need to read is linked on the site, and everything that's linked on the site is linked through Perusal. So all the PDFs that I've loaded, you're going to read through Perusal. So let's take a look at how that works. I'm on the front page of the course. Um, you're going to see this here. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to go to Perusal itself. In fact, what you should do is go to Modules. And my Canvas walkthrough video, I note that this is the most important page. You never have to go to any of these other pages, really, unless, home and announcement might be useful if you're looking for specific information from earlier in the course. But otherwise, this is the go-to page. Okay, so let's go to Discuss Syllabus. That's our first discussion using Perusal. This is kind of a practice for using Perusal. So there's instructions here. One of my memes here. This video that I'm shooting right now will be linked right here. But otherwise, there's instructions. So you click on this link here, right? And this will take us to Perusal. And for this first one, I say spend a few minutes playing with the program, just getting used to it. This first week, this is our only discussion using Perusal. So you really need to, get up to speed using it. It's really easy to use. I'm not, it's not a very steep learning curve. It's pretty intuitive and it's meant to be fairly user-friendly. I've used it on cell phones and other devices and it works well. So let's go take a look at this and note here, I say highlight one passage in the syllabus and ask one question about this passage. Engage with at least one peer's comments. So this is all, just a lighter discussion this week on the syllabus, just to practice using Perusal. Let's open it up and take a look. Okay, so we open that up. It should take you automatically to Perusal. I don't think you'll need to sign in or anything. So here we are. This is Perusal. Let me just move my screen down here. This is the document, the syllabus, right? The syllabus is the official kind of contract for the course, right? This is the work as I've laid it out for the next 8 weeks with course policies, school policies, that kind of stuff recorded. So we have a kind of baseline what we begin with. There's information. Well, I'll let you go through it because I want you to discuss it. I'll maybe shoot a short video next week if anybody has any questions. But let me just show you how to use Perusal. Okay, so here we are. And now we can highlight text. Well, we don't want to highlight that much. You might have to play with that, right? Let's see. I don't know. Highlight that. Doesn't matter. As soon as you highlight text and take your finger off the left mouse key or whatever button you're using on your device, it'll open a dialog here on the right. This is the chat column down here. So then you can, type in whatever you want. Blah 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 blah. As soon as you press enter, that's going to, be in the system, and then other people can engage with your comments, and you can answer, and that way. Maybe I'll just hide there just to show you what it looks like now. Okay, so now I clicked off of that highlighted area. Now when the next person who logs in is going to see this is highlighted. They can hover over this highlighted text. They'll see Robert Jones, that's me, even though I go by my middle name, Ian. They click on this and it opens up. See, here's my little icon, what I've said, hi there, and now I can say hi back. And because it's the same person, it shows up in the same speech bubble, but you get the point. If I said hi there, the next person says hi back, we get a conversation going. You want to have more in-depth conversations than that, obviously, but it's just a good example. And so if you come in later in the week, you're going to see this whole text is cut up with highlighted text. People are going to be talking about it, especially as we get into the more complex readings. So one thing you can do, there should be, let's click here. If I open up here, if you look at these arrows, I can go to next thread and go to next unread thread. I think you guys have the same options. I'm pretty sure. I've looked at it in student view. And if I get the same view that you do, then you can do this too, right? These two arrows let you skip through conversations. So say you've been on a couple times, and you just want to come on at the end of the week and see if there's anything new that you want to engage with. You can just click through the next unread thread. I mean, obviously there's not many threads right now, so there's not much of an option, but you can move through conversations easily that way because it does get kind of crowded, the text. Right? And sometimes people will highlight multiple parts within a single sentence, right? Let's say I'm really interested in this one word. I might just highlight that and have a conversation. Someone else might come along and highlight the entire sentence, right? And have a conversation. And so that will overlap. And so that gets a little crowded, but you can navigate that with those arrows up there. Also, you can do other things. You can shoot a video. You can embed links if you want. So you had an article that you thought was relevant and you wanted to link to it, or images. So you had a funny meme that you wanted to use to comment. Code snippets. I guess that's more advanced for HTML users and such. Emojis. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Change the color of the text and all that kind of stuff. So you can play around with it. I would suggest, doing that. And there's options over here, right? I would suggest this first week with this syllabus discussion, just playing around a little bit and just becoming familiar with Perusal because we're going to be using it a lot. It's a fun program. I used it a lot. I used it for almost every text last semester in all my courses, and I didn't have a single student complain about it by the end of the semester. At first, there were a couple people at first who it took some getting used to, but most people got into it right away. And again, by the end, everybody liked the program because it's a good way to discuss a text in a more social situation. It's kind of what we would do in class. We would discuss, say, Hesiod's theogony together and work through the difficulties together. Because, some of the texts we're going to be looking at are pretty complex, and it really helps to have someone to bounce ideas off of. So, again, my suggestion here is go on early, right? Work through a bit of the text. You don't have to read all the text at once, right? If I give you 40 pages of reading, read through 4 pages, come back later, read through another couple pages. You don't have to do it all at once. You're going to get more out of it if you break it into chunks and work with it more that way instead of trying to plow through 40 pages all at once. Okay, that's about it for now. If you have any questions about Perusal, if you're having difficulty with it, let me know right away because, again, we're going to be using it a lot. Okay, thank you very much.